Hey there again, everybody. This is Greg. I thought I would share my observations from my time on Newrow today in a video form, as I figured that might be quicker than me trying to put together an email and you all read it. So, one quick thing to just make note of course, as you see, I am in a Newrow classroom, and right here below my webcam, you see that I am live. However, I have disabled the camera and the audio right there. Turn those back off again. And I did have one occasion in my first class where I clicked the live button to turn myself off during the time when I played a video. And then when I came back to turn things back on, uh, I had difficulty getting it to go back live, so I discovered those are the two key buttons. If you want to turn your webcam or your microphone off, use those. Don't turn the live off that is in with the participant list. So first thing, of course, is you have to load your files. So click on the files search here. And let me just caveat off of Tracy's last email. Notice right here there is the global search. Now I have yet to find anything beyond my own stuff by clicking that, but for instance it does speed me up in that if I want to find my classroom where all of my stuff is, notice it just popped up there, so now I can click on that and there is my transition classroom, so I can go ahead and open that and put it into the playlist. The other cool thing that I had been doing was adding the YouTube videos, and I'm just grabbing one here real quick on the other screen because I forgot to have that piece of the proverbial puzzle ready. Um, and we can go ahead with, oh, we'll just use that one because, hey, looks as good to me as any other video. So, and while I am adding that, notice that is under tools. There's the YouTube video. One thing that I did discover with that is I tried to insert a Vimo video. This is only put together for YouTube videos. So if you have a non-YouTube video, you can of course share it with the student, but not in the class. So I have added that to the playlist as well. Um, and so when I click onto my um, PowerPoint for my classroom. One of the things that I like doing for the students is to put their transition service up there. So let me just grab a student here real quick. Today I did this self-advocacy service and I forgot to copy and paste her note in there. But anyway, how do you go about doing that? Notice here is the little control for the whiteboard. So click that pencil. That brings up the controls. Here is the pencil and it has a plus mark. So click there and click the type tool. Um, I like the bright yellow. So I clicked here to get the additional colors. You can also, I think, well, I thought that had a plus, but no. So I'm making it yellow. And so now I can draw a box for the text, click paste, and in it goes. And I can then, of course, resize the box so that it will show appropriately. A note, one thing that I noticed both when resizing and when I have resized the browser itself, it does what you see there. The box will move. So if I were to resize my browser here to full screen or to a smaller version, that's not going to stay in that location and you'd have to put it back. So just be aware of that. If you are working full screen and you minimize or do something, anything you put into the text is going to go away. Another thing that I did for the three students I worked with is I wanted them, per Jacqueline's great idea, to be able to get accustomed to the controls and things. And so in the recordings, I thought that they might see that, okay, here are these controls and they are up here, but be aware that the recording only shows what is on stage. It does not show any of your controls. It does not show the participants list. It doesn't show your playlist. It doesn't show the room chat. All that is shown is what is on the stage. So I did take a screenshot of the classroom so that students who were only getting a recording could see those tools. The key thing for students to understand, and perhaps us as well, is that we have to click the little plus sign in those boxes, because by default the first time it's going to be the pencil, and of course the shape maker likewise starts out as that little square. If you want to make a different type of shape, you've got to click on the plus to be able to do that. So that would be one thing. Forgot to mention the arrows. By default you're going to see the general arrow that you see here, but you can make it a bright red arrow so that you can highlight things. And of course my request was for the student to select the highlighter and to select a color. So I'll click that circle again, and we'll go ahead and go with blue and circle the activity that they would enjoy doing. Bright sunshiny day today. I thought biking sounded great. As you see, I also like to share the mindset moment. I've got that. And then I finish up each session by showing them that, hey, I want to hear from them. I've included a snapshot from the bottom of the email with the feedback form that I have. And I've got a note here about reminding them for attendance. So that's how I finish up. The one thing that I really did like is the way that a YouTube video will show. Notice it immediately launches. And I started to put in self-advocacy, and notice I got a video called Self, and it's on pregnancy and birth. You ladies might appreciate that. But all you have to do to start it is click play, and immediately it starts playing, which is so kind of cool, you know. There's no commercials, no ads, and notice there was no distraction. I mean, it is only the video playing full screen in there, so that is a great caveat. The other thing that I liked is the sharing of the tools, or not, I'm thinking tools because I want to go there in a second. It was the sharing of the desktop. And you might be looking, where do I share the desktop? Share the desktop again is go to tools. And right here is share desktop. Now, the neat thing is it's going to ask, hey, what desktop do you want to share? And so screen one is the main one, which of course that's where I'm recording right now, but I could share my screen too and click share, and you all are seeing what is there. And of course, the nice thing too, now my mouse is a pointing arrow, so I can be pointing at specific things. Of course, I would not have a cluttered um, sharing like that. At the bottom of your screen, you see the stop sharing, and it brings you back, and you can click on your playlist and it will come back up into the classroom. So those are primarily the things that I found. I already shared the little video on how to find the files and recordings. And again, in case you're wondering, just click there on your courses. This was one of my classes. There's recordings. Click the recording, share, and copy. It is ready to put into the email. So that's kind of a cool little thing. So yeah, we'll find out more as we go. Hope this was helpful for you. A little longer than the last video, but it is all for today. Have a great Thursday evening. And if I don't talk to you beforehand, have a wonderful long weekend. Bye-bye.